Today I wanted to share with you my 3 steps on how to turn your ideas into functioning tools. A soldering station will be unique to every person because everybody has their own needs and projects and tools and specific specifications that their soldering station needs to meet. I took inspiration from Adam Savage's soldering station, and I think what he did was very cool. He basically put all of his soldering supplies and everything that he needs to make a soldering job under one handle. So you pick up one thing and you go to your whatever you want to solder, and you come back with one thing and everything is inside. And I think this is simple and genius, and that's exactly what I want to do.
So if you wanted to, you could do some screenshots and make your own if you felt like it.
Designing something like a soldering station with a lot of parts and a lot of components that need to fit together neatly can be very intimidating, because where do you even start? We start at the planning stage. Planning is the stage where we can brainstorm ideas, where we can think creatively, we can make mistakes, and when needed we can just delete everything and start over. Because the planning stage doesn't take a lot of effort. We're not yet involved in the design. We're not gonna put a lot of effort into the planning, so we're not like emotionally attached to the design because we spent hours and hours and hours designing it, and now we're just battling the sunken cost fallacy. So we can just delete it or rebuild it very easily. First, I'm gonna take and gather all the things that I want to have in my soldering station, and I'm gonna take calipers and I'm gonna take measurements and I'm gonna import those measurements into CAD. I'm taking precise measurements, but not of all the tiny details. If this is a power bank, I want to know what is this, how many millimeters is this, and how many millimeters is this. But I don't need to know where those ports are located. For example, so this power bank is going to be just a simple a cube. This one is going to be a cylinder with a hole for the solder, and so on. By the way, this is a design tutorial, it's not a software tutorial, so you can use any CAD software that you feel comfortable with. After all the shapes are created in CAD, now I'm going to use the Move tool in your favorite CAD software, and I'm going to start rearranging all the parts, all the things that I have in my soldering station in the way that makes sense to me. Of course, you're going to do it in the way that makes sense to you. And for me, it makes sense to have the power bank in the middle, in the center of the soldering station, because it's the heaviest and it's going to keep the center of mass, I guess, in the center, so things are not going to tip over. Here I'm doing it pretty fast just for this video, for the camera, but in reality this process can take hours, days, and sometimes months. Right now I have projects in the planning stage that been so for months, and you should probably subscribe if you want to see what I'm working on next.
Yes, subscribe.
Yeah. Subscribe! Okay, what's next? Now that we have all the components in their desired positions, I'm gonna start create the shape that's gonna hold all those components that are in the air right now. This specific model that I'm doing right now is not going to be printed. It's just an ugly draft that I'm creating to better understand my design. After I finished the draft, I realized that I don't really like how the solder and the solder wick sits in this little pocket here. So I moved them right on this side, and I think it creates a more aesthetic shape. Once more, this stage takes time don't rush it, and it's going to benefit you later in the process. Now that I understand my design and what is it I want to create, redesigning it from scratch, and this time I'm including precise measurements, tolerances, and going over the small details. Now everybody's going to do it differently because everybody has different CAD skills and CAD softwares, but I want to give you a few tips for this for the prototyping stage. Keep your sketches as simple as possible. It can get confusing very fast. Make a list of the common screws and bolts you like to use most in your designs. Yes, you can grab calipers and just measure it, but having a list just saves you this step, and there's a lot of steps when it goes into design. Take breaks. Designing and prototyping is very hard work for your brain, at least for mine, for sure. And when you just get up and go take a sip of water, slip on it, you can start see things from different perspective, and where you got stuck before, suddenly you see the way through.
That's a good lesson for life.
Yeah. Save aesthetics for last. Fillets, chamfers, non-functional patterns should be the last thing you do before you send your model to the printer, because your model is going to change and you will need to redo all of those fillets, and it's just more work, and it's just saving another step from the whole big mess that is prototyping. As the design was coming together, I decided to add a little modularity. I realized that the soldering iron holder will probably have a few iterations before I'm gonna get it right, and the side of the soldering station that holds the solder and and the torch and some other stuff will probably also gonna change. Maybe not right now, but maybe in the future. So I don't want to reprint the whole station in a month or two. So I'm gonna make this design modular just by adding a dovetail to it. So I can easily just reprint a small part rather than the whole station every time I have a small change to do. When you think your design is close to finishing, I like to import it to a slicer. Again, as with the CAD software, it doesn't matter which slicer. We just want to use to see the model in the sliced view, and scroll up and down through the model, and that will helps to see if there's something wrong with the model, if some features are way too small or impossible to print, or just some mistakes. It's way easier to see it in the slicer and not in the CAD. Now when I feel that my model is ready to print, I'm gonna send it to the printer, and the next step is iteration. What happened there? Okay. Because as you can see here, I printed the model, and for some reason I didn't enter the right tolerances, and the power bank section is way too big. And this is gonna happen, and this is why we have 3D printing. We can just jump back into CAD, adjust the parameters, send it back to the printer again. Oh, forgot the soldering iron. So like this, and like this. Oh yeah, this will require some adjustment. Over here, over here. And this is all PLA. I probably should reprint this part from ABS. do a cable support, something like this. Don't know. I'm not sure. Or just to get a shorter cable, maybe. Maybe you have idea, guys. A working soldering station. Amazing. Please come to Discord and share with me your designs and your plannings, and hopefully we can get you some feedback if you have any questions on this. And let me know if this tutorial like help you to understand more design, or did it make things even more confusing for you. And I wonder if I should make another one of those videos.